Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we're looking at a fairly unusual grenade that doesn't surface all that often, and that is the Hungarian 36M, which was actually adopted in 1937, just in time for World War II, and did see fairly extensive use, especially by the Axis powers during World War II. Obviously, it is a Hungarian design. It is, as you can tell just by looking at it, since there is no fragmentation per se, it is an offensive grenade. That is a grenade that is meant to be thrown by people on the attack who are not going to be taking immediate cover after you throw one of these. You're going to throw it 25 yards or so, and it's going to have a lethal range of maybe 8 to 9 yards. These were filled with about 3 ounces of TNT, or 85 grams, so just under 3 ounces. And they're an incredibly complicated little grenade, but they are effective in what they do when used in the right circumstances. And so we'll kind of look at one of these and how they work. So the first thing is, this is a standard black-bodied grenade with these originally would have been more reddish stripes, but over the years they have faded. And you have this leather tab right here, which is connected to your safety ring. So the first thing you do is you would yank this and pull your safety ring, and that will release the, there's a pin in here, which is basically like a screw, and it releases that. And then you will just throw your grenade with a spinning motion, and what that does, and we'll take a look at this sectioned grenade here. As you can see, when you throw it, it wants to start spinning. This piece right here, which as you can see rattles around, is actually connected to the grenade body by a basically a screw. And when it's spinning in the air, this spins around. Of course, it's not going to spin now, but when you set it down, it will actually, as you can see, impart a little bit of spin to it, and that will eventually unscrew itself, and then this will pop out your firing pin, and that starts your detonation train, and then you blow up your 3 ounces of TNT. So a fairly complicated system. There's actually this section here, which is full of springs and full of stuff that I don't even want to get into because it's a closed system, and I actually have had one of these apart, and trying to recock it to put the grenade back together is just a real pain. So nothing that I want to try on film. So anyway, you just pull this right here, pull that, and then spin your grenade. Your grenade is going to land, and it is an impact fuse. So that means that when it lands, it's going to go off as soon as it hits something hard. The danger, of course, is that if, especially on the Eastern Front, where a lot of these were used, if it hits any snow or anything like that, there's a good chance that it's not going to go off, and it's just going to be a live grenade sitting there in the snow. Anyone comes along, disturbs it, it may go off then. So these are pretty dangerous little grenades when they are duds, and apparently up to a third of them in snowy conditions were duds, so not exactly a grenade that I would want to rely on for my life. But the interesting thing is, the Finns actually like these so much, they put an order in for 300,000 of them. They were delivered too late to be used in the initial stages of World War II, but I do believe they made it for the continuation war. And so they saw some service there, where they were especially unreliable in the Finnish winter. And also, I know that some showed up just sort of in the fighting, obviously through Hungary, and also the Swiss liked these. Why the Swiss decided on this design, I really have no idea, but they actually built a licensed copy called the OHG-40 during World War II, and this, I believe, is actually a Swiss-built version of it. This is pretty much exactly the same sort of mechanism as the other types. The only difference is some of the Swiss ones have this handy little place for your thumb. When you're going to throw it, you hold it like this, and it's just ridged for comfort, I guess. Ridged for everyone's pleasure, apparently. And then you decide to throw it, give it a spin, and as we can see, they do like to spin. We'll give this a little bit of tension here, and then let it go. And you can see it will spin as well. And then arms your grenade, lands, and you hope it's going to go off. So that gives you an overview of the Hungarian 36M, which was not a particularly long-lived design. These certainly didn't hang around long after World War II. They were replaced by much simpler and more reliable, shall we say, designs. But for what it was an effective offensive grenade when it did work, and I definitely wouldn't want to be around one of them. As always, remember to like and subscribe. We'll be taking a look at more interesting and unusual grenades and all kinds of other stuff in the upcoming days, weeks, and months. And if there's anything you would like to see, or if you know more about these, definitely drop a comment, and I look forward to reading them. Thanks for watching.